a view to Nisa Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with Andrew Luck and the Indianapolis Colts. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it, and he'll take it out to the 25. Now a first-time 1,000-yard rusher from a season ago, it's Derrick Henry. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now Mariota. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. From the gun, Mariota. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Darius Leonard, the line. Backer. Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 44. After the interception, it's Luck. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now a play fake, and it's Luck. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. So a pretty shaky.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Derrick Henry. The All-Pro Justin Houston in on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Mariota. He sets to fire deep. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Mariota gives to Henry. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On third down, Mariota. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. A first red zone opportunity for the Titans. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Now Mariota. Trying to force it to his tight end, Walker, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Able to find the rookie from Ohio State, Paris Campbell. A good pickup there, a 22. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check, crunch. Greystone, travel. 55, my God, 55.
Back to throw, Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Let's go, Mexico. 11.
Out of the gun, Love. Gets this to Campbell out on the right side. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
And the Colts first down.
Ready! Got you, pump. Check 4. 11.
This is Marlon Mack, 3rd-year running back. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. The cornerback, it's Logan Ryan who brings him down. That time on the outside, pretty nice job as a cornerback to shed any would-be blockers and make the tackle.
And think about the praise we're giving him, what his coaches have given him, but how about the respect he gets from his teammates to be a complete corner who doesn't just cover receivers, but also tackles ball carriers.
On 2nd down, here's Love. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Luck and the Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Luck. Finding some room at midfield. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another first down.
First down, Indianapolis.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Catch made here by Campbell. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Here's Locke. Campbell making the catch. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Mike out. Line 674. Get that quarterback. Line 40. Easy, alert, alert. 61. Matchbox lights. 6 guys.
Luck gives this one off to Mack. Well, a good productive run there on 1st down. He winds up getting 8. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Check 31. Mexico. 6-6. Bullet high.
On 2nd and 11 now. Luck. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Luck. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
And the Colts, 1st down.
The Colts with a first red zone opportunity in the ball game. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. Now Luck. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Option right, it's Luck. Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. And chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. The Colts on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 7. Luck. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Vinatieri, the NFL's oldest active player, also the league's all-time leading scorer, past Morton Anderson last year.
Yeah, he turned 46 in December of 2018. You really can't see it in his leg. Maybe in the beard.
You can see it in the beard.
Maybe in the beard. That's about it. But as long as he's booting them the way he's booting them, keep going, big guy.
A reminder coming up later tonight, Sunday Night Football, a good one from Atlanta. Eagles and Falcons, 8:20 Eastern. And then tomorrow on Monday Night Football, Odell Beckham back in New York, back in MetLife Stadium. Browns and Jets, 8:15 Eastern on Monday night. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
To throw is Mariota. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. It'll be a gain of 4. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A gain of 22. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Mariota now from the 50. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, it's Mariota. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Justin Houston making his presence felt there in the backfield. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
To throw, Mariota. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed it.
Super toe.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. 11Z.
Luck now to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. picked off by Logan Ryan. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, Davis.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Following the interception here, Mariota. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. This is fielded at the goal line.
Let's go. Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
A pickup of 24, and that's where the play began, the 24-yard line. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now Love. Caught left side by Hilton. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. To the right side to Eric Ebron. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Well, they were unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. To the air again, Locke. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here at half number 1.
Bring up. 622. Ball. Check. 11B. Recon, 132 fighter.
They'll try to run with Hines. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. From back at the 4, here's second and goal. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He was looking for the rookie Paris Campbell, but now it's third and goal. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well.
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Harold Landry able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. Vinatieri's kick is good. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3, 3 field goals at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
Luck, and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Whip, 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 whip. Alert, alert.
Now it's Luck. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Mexico, Mexico. Check drive. Check 26.
On first down, Hines. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Luck. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, is intended target. And it's 3rd down. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, You enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice.
T.Y. Hilton, nobody to beat. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton, his second touchdown on the season, and the Colts are able to grow their lead. Now Adam Vinatieri for the point after. And it's up and good to make the score 13-3.
Makes the score Colts 13.
And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Here's Mariota. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. It was Justin Houston, the native of Statesboro, Georgia, with a sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Mariota to throw it. Out to the right to Humphries. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds.
Brings up 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Pull it together. Where are they, team?
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. He's going to look deep down the field. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is taken at the 18. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Locke. Wide open receiver, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
1st down, Indianapolis.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Monday. Strong right. On. Check three. Watch the safety creep.
They'll go again here with Mack. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Check out. Ready.
Let's get set.
Ready.
Check.
Hey, check. Check.
They'll run on first down. It's Hines, and he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Go ahead.
We got it.
Strong right.
Jim.
They run again with Hines, and they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 11. To throw is Lott. Got an open man. That's Campbell. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts add on to their lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is taken at the 3. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 24. Now Mariota. Throw right side, caught by Davis. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The sack by Marcus Hunt.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, It's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. After the sack, they'll come up now, 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
He's going to loft one, deep left side, and got his man, complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Mariota. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Kenny Moore.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Watch the pass.
After the interception, it's locked. That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Back now in Nashville. It's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the 4th.
Check, 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 check.
Luck on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. That's 3 touchdown passes now for Andrew Luck. And the Colts use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the rookie from Temple, Rock Ya-Sin. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Pick back up. 40.
Here we go.
On 1st down, it's locked. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some 1st downs, just as good as running the football. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, watch the slant, watch the slant.
Right. Hey, good.
Tighten up. No.
Go ahead. Gone right.
Go. Check three.
This is Wilkins. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A loss of 2 there, second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
On second down, it's Hines. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Colts on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Luck escapes the sack. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And avoids the contact by sliding. Luck showing he can be dangerous when he tucks it and runs. He's able to pick up the first down.
How about that scramble by Andrew Luck? Sometimes we forget just how big, strong, and yes, fast Andrew Luck is. When he came out of college at the Combine, shocked everyone, ran a sub-4.8 40.
And he grew up a big soccer guy over in Europe, so he knows how to use his feet.
That he does, and I think it has helped his legs along the way as well.
Good gain there on first down. It keeps him in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. The Colts on third down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Luck. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Eric Ebron, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Colts just continue to pour it on. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 15. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. It was Justin Houston who got him down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
On 2nd and 9, Mariota. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
9 yards to go.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, Mariota. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
A 4th quarter score now from Heinz Field in Pittsburgh. And in the late stages, it's the Steelers that have taken the lead. A win would be their first of the young season. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run with Hines. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Go ahead.
Check 99.
Strong right.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The Colts on 3rd down. Can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. This is Hines. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
We're going to work.
At their own 25-yard line.
Where are they, team?
3, Mike. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
First down, Mariota. He gets it to Humphreys. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Partney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said,
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes.
we've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Throw left side complete. That's Lewis. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
A couple of first downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Now Mariota. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. Mariota going to bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Throwing, Mariota. Now a desperation throw deep downfield and nearly intercepted. That would have been a hat trick, his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, second down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. The Titans on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Throwing is Mariota. Forced out to his left. And now here is another interception. Quincy Wilson with the INT. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. So